or whenever it was last week, to see what what this calendar thing was all about. And as soon as I saw, when I had logged in, I saw Lee was prepping his calendar a little bit, and I recognized it right away as Team Up. It is a calendar that, let me bring it over here so I don't have, there we go. It basically will allow us to do, to basically put a channel onto Slack where we can plug in, as you'll see along the left-hand side here, the calendars. And right now I've plugged in, we have up to 8 categories we can use as a free calendar. This is a free version. And the categories I basically put up here were gun shows and events, an Indiana legislature calendar, a live events calendar, national events, an RC and DC events calendar, and a state leaders meetings calendar. So some of the things we're going to be looking at if we decide that we want to do some of this is to zero in on what categories we want to have on our calendar. It is already interactive with Slack because I hooked it up and really haven't used it since we were playing around with it. So it's all ready to go. All we really need to do is figure out some of the small details and plug it in. But to give you an idea, what you're seeing here on the right, on the 9th here is obviously our staff meeting. That I plugged in just to make sure it was working on Slack. So just to give you a quick idea as to how easy this is to use, and then we can get into some of the other details. I'm going to go ahead and for instance, we're going to do another state leaders meeting, and that would be obviously on the 24th. I'm going to click on the 24th of March, and we're going to talk about our state call. So on the title side, basically, I'm going to put in state call, if I can spell. It's not an all-day event, so let me get my arrow up here. Unplugging that, I'm going to go ahead and put in our time. So looking at 8 p.m. So if I scroll down, put in 8 p.m., go to 9. Got some options over here. So in case this was something that we wanted to, let's say we had a state capitol thing going on where we planned a trip and you wanted people to sign up, you could add a sign up to the calendar so people can sign up right from the calendar. But obviously we don't need to have them sign up for the state call. So we just move on down here to the calendar type. And I'm going to select the state leaders meeting, and that's going to plug that in. You don't have to put in who. You can if you want to be more specific, or where. That would be obviously for other types. And you can put in a description if you want. So I'll just put in our monthly state call. And basically all you have to do there is save it, and you'll see it pops up on the 24th. Now that's automatically popped into our Slack application. If you pulled up the events, that's the one I was using right now, was events. It's already been posted in events. And we've talked about, Dale and I have talked about, a specific channel, which I think we, need to come up with a title for, but I was thinking something like, calendar of events, or, whatever clever title we want to put to it to add the channel to our Slack application. But that's pretty much it. If I wanted to go in here, for instance, and now make up let's say we want to do a live event. Well, we all know that on Monday nights, Dale does a live show. So on the 15th,
generally,
I'm gonna put in, he's gonna continue to try. Here on the 15th, this is not an all-day event either, so we'll make this at 7 p.m. Let's go on down to 7, run to 8, and we would then put in, this is a repeat, so all I'd have to do is click repeat, and now it's going to be weekly and hopefully forever. We'll see how that runs.
Yeah.
Unless Facebook shuts them down totally. But
Right.
with that, we just click done, and that would plug that meeting in, and we can delete it later if we need to.
Put the title COS Indiana.
Title that's COS Indiana Live,
Yeah.
and we save that. And for some reason that turned up black. I don't know why. I'll have to figure that one out. It should be blue.
You had the state leaders meetings selected.
I did.
Calendar type.
Thank you. We'll undo that. So yeah, that would get back here to the 15th. I did. I had that as the state meeting calendar. We want live events and get rid of state meeting. And everything looks good there, except it's repeat, not all day. And we want weekly. Let's see if they're on this. I think it allows you to, go what you put in a date if you needed to, but that would put that in, and that gives us the weekly Indiana COS live show on Monday nights. Some of the thoughts on this, Gary and Paul, for your particular areas here, the legislature calendar, obviously, Paul, you can put in, any of the upcoming legislature bills or meetings, things like that are coming up. Gary, I thought on RCDC events, we can actually create a group. So put all the RCs and DCs into a group, and they can, as a group, it saves basically putting in people in one at a time. But as an RC or a DC, let's say, one of the DCs has a gun show they're going to do, or a meeting they've got scheduled with one of their legislators, they can create their calendar. It won't post automatically to the calendar. It's got to be approved on the administration side, but they could go ahead and put in their meeting, put it in under RCDC events. And once it's been looked at and approved, that can be put into the calendar. So it's a nice all in one place calendar that can be shared. This can be posted on our Facebook page. It can also be posted on our webpage as a read-only calendar. So the public can't mess with it, but they can read only on the calendar events. Let me see what else I had that needed to be over that. Notifications, it can give you notifications. So, if you wanted to sign up for notifications for a particular category, you can get email, daily agenda email, and Slack and event reminders sent directly to you. There is also a mobile app, so you can have this on your phone as well. So the advantages obviously are great over the top of a Google Calendar or an iCal calendar. Although there are some right now, I don't think we're interested in messing with it, but there are ways that you can actually have some of this forwarded to your own personal calendars as well. But I don't know why you would need it if you had the app. Any questions so far?
I think this is great. I'm looking forward to rolling it out and getting everything on the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we need this?
Absolutely. What took you so long?
That's Dale. That's not Dale's answer. Yeah, I think it's, it is free. We're not totally, there is an enterprise edition. It doesn't give us a whole lot of usage at this point, other than expanding some certain areas, which I don't think we'll need. At some point, who knows, maybe National picks up on it. I don't know, but really right now, even on a limited scale that we might use it to start, it has some expansion capabilities going forward. So I think it'll work well. Like I said, I think what we really need to decide is what categories we want, what the names of them, and the name of the channel, and we're ready to roll, really. I know Dale mentioned that, for DCs and RCs, we might have a small training video or maybe some PDFs put up for people to get some information as far as how to get into it. You can actually apply for your own team up calendar if you want. I'd have to look further into what really advantages there are, but you don't have to sign up. So it's one of those things where you don't have to sign up in order to be able to work with it, contribute it to it, or anything like that. A lot of that direction is on the back end, as far as setting up the settings on it. So I think it'll take a little bit of work to get everybody into it, but I think it's something that'll help us. So if you guys don't have any more questions on that, I think the only thing we really need to do is address some of those categories that we want to talk about in titles. I do, while I've got the screen, want to show you, because I don't know whether Dale had me talking about this tonight, but let me see if I've got, go back to the share screen here.
Well, there's some other views, right?
There's some other what?
Views, like click on
yeah.
weekly view or something.
Yeah, this has a whole bunch of, you can look at a year's view. You can look at a month's view, obviously, 4 weeks, a week, 3 days, and you can also look at an agenda list. So there's lots of ways to view it. That's, depends on how you like to look at it or what have you. I don't know whether there's anything else that I really need to, I had already personalized this, so we already have our little Indiana logo up there, and there's not a whole lot more to do other than get people up and running and get some of the details worked out. Other than that, if there's no other questions, I did want to go back and just look at, let's see, how do I change my view here? I wanted to talk, had a couple of things just to run by you that had to do with two different areas. One was the round table. Wanted to show you guys a promo I've got that I was getting ready to put, or if you like it, I want to put it on Facebook. This is just a promo. Can you see that?
No.
Okay, I need to pick it here. I got to figure out how do I switch my view and share screening here. New share? No.
Yeah, if you do if you're wanting to do a different app, just do new share and select.
All right, there it is. Yep, new share. All right, how's that? Yep. Okay, I'm going to play this for you. This is just something. It's in Facebook. It's in Facebook format. And I just want to be able to use this to promote the roundtable meeting coming up. So here goes.
That's great, Ken. That is very, very good.
Yeah.
I think that'll get some attention on Facebook, I hope.
Yeah.
So let me go back to, and then this next thing is just an audio. So last thing I have is, I know that we've talked about, this is in relationship to the radio area that we're looking at getting involved in. This I've got a couple scripts actually. I did a couple of quick scripts of these are what we would consider Indiana related or personalized type scripts that we want to add to our war chest, so to speak, of scripts that we are thinking about
Okay.
getting
now,
involved with radios for
Gary and Paul, do you know what he's talking about?
maybe not.
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
I don't remember. Did we talk about these? Well, you
Talked about it on the call on Thursday.
yeah, we did, didn't we? Okay. These
Yeah.
are public affairs.
State director.
Public service announcements.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So I just want to give you a sample of what a couple of them sound like.
okay.
Again, these aren't fully polished. I kind of did them off of the script that Michael Walker basically scripted for us. You know, I just wanted to give you an idea of how we might use them on a more you know, statewide type description. So let me go ahead and pull this up on it's just an audio, so we should be able to hear it. Open with, let's see, QuickTime. All right, this one is on the House Bill 1384, and you have to understand too that we are trying to do this in a 55 or a 60-second clip.
It's a shame that any kind of legislation would ever be needed to ensure that the average American student be as familiar with U.S. civics as those seeking to obtain legal U.S. citizenship from abroad. House Bill 1384 would task the Indiana Department of Education to develop standards for civics education. Having an understanding and appreciation of how our government works, as well as the rights all Hoosiers and Americans are granted, is essential to a healthy and well-functioning democracy, according to State Representative Chris May, who supports the bill. We must ensure Hoosiers of all ages take pride and ownership in maintaining a government that represents everyone. And as everyone truly encompasses more than just the people in the great state of Indiana, we should share in the love and appreciation of country, a farther-reaching action through Article 5 of the Constitution, requiring this curriculum in all our nation's schools, takes just a simple Democratic majority vote of only 34 states. For more information, go to conventionofstates.com.
That's awesome.
That's House Bill 1384. Here was the firearms one. A little slower, but again, this one still needs to come under a minute.
Firearms matter. Fundamental not just to the founding of this country, but to its continued existence is our right to protect ourselves, our loved ones, and our livelihoods from harm. We have seen our own cities occupied by our own citizens. We've seen unprecedented rioting, looting, arson, and murder. Admiral Yamamoto of the Japanese Imperial Navy refused to invade California at the outset of World War II because he feared there would be a rifle behind every blade of grass. Had the reason for that fear not manifested within him, I shudder to think the direction the war may have taken otherwise. In 1787, after the Constitutional Convention at Independence Hall, Benjamin Franklin's reply to what kind of government we had was, "A republic, if you can keep it." We can only keep it if we refuse to let it be taken away. And therefore, the Article 5 Convention of States initiatives are just as important as this firearm legislation. We, the people, must come to understand that we have a hidden superpower, the power to democratically add amendments.
That's it.
George is here.
I thought it was at 9 o'clock.
George,
How's
did
it?
George fall into the room or what?
Yeah. Hey,
Hi, George.
Ken,
Yeah.
Ken, do you
We
have
got another-
access to one of the recordings that Rick sent us?
Let me see if I have one that I can grab quick.
One from that first group of 3 or 4. One of those.
Bluetooth connected.
Let me see if I can find it. I kept them. I maybe they're in the download.
While he's looking for that, I just want to let you know that I sent an email to WoWo asking if they would be interested in what we're doing here, and they have expressed interest in it.
Nice.
So they want us to send some recordings to them. So I think this could be very good if we could get someone on board that would be willing to and capable of disseminating this type of stuff.
Tell you what, Dale, let me give the screen back to you. I'll try and locate it. Maybe we can hit it at the end of the meeting.
All right. I just wanted to say George, turn your Bluetooth off or something. Big echo.
Is that better?
These, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The recordings that this guy from Arizona provided us were very professionally done. I mean, Ken does a great job too, but these are professional, really good, and they're not legislature or legislative oriented. They're just general Convention of States Article 5 type of announcements, but very good. They're very good. So
What message do we want to present?
well, that's just this. We have to decide what we want to do here. Not tonight, but Ken and I were talking about how could we, the ones that we've been provided, like I said, are very general. And Ken and I were talking about, do we want to try to provide some more personalized announcements? More, when I mean personalized, I mean Indiana oriented. And so that's why Ken worked on the couple that he had there.
Well, we go up into Indiana, or Wall goes up Indiana and Ohio, and
What?
I mean, Michigan and Ohio, you know, it broadcasts a lot more than just Indiana.
Well, yeah, true.
So
Yeah, that
maybe
would be true for quite a few radio stations. But yeah, I'd like to, if we could get the transcript of a couple of those or something to kind of have an idea what sort of things you're thinking of, and we could go from there.
Okay.
or even just the PSAs themselves.
Well, we can delve into this more on other staff meetings, but you still looking for those, Ken?
Yeah, I'm going to have to download it again. I've got it here. I got to find the right email that he sent.
All right.
Hey, I've got a question for Ken real quick on the team up calendar.
Yep.
Is that live now, Ken? Like, for example, can I start populating some of our legislative calendar and things like that?
Yeah, what I need to do, Paul, is send you a link. In order, the people that I've got that'll be on more or less the leadership team, I'll send you a link, and that link you'll be able to use to link directly to the calendar, and then you can just fire away.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking at it. I got to it through Slack.
Yep.
Okay, now the way Ken's got this set up right now, as far as admin approval, it's Ken and myself.
But as a Paul and Gary and George, whatever, you can modify. So you can go in, you can post, modify, and pretty much that's really all you need to worry about as far as, you know, the calendar is concerned. The thing that obviously, if we need to expand administration rights or whatever to Gary, whatever, for the DCs, that can be done anytime. Just to make it easy at this point, everybody else is pretty much in as a modifier. So you can basically, you know, you can go in, you can, you know, if an event changes as far as a time or a calendar date, once you've posted it, you can go in and change it.
So we can set up an admin person per category.
I'm pretty sure we can.
I've got edit privileges on it. I'm playing with it right now.
Yeah, I think editing privileges, I mean, that's really probably all you need.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Boy, I wish we had this 2 years ago. I've been using it then.
3 years ago would have been even better.
Okay.
Now, see, I tried to give Ken credit here. Now, don't turn this against me.
You
Oh, we're
did. I'm
giving-
just gonna hold on to that one. That's all.
I'm just trying to give you credit for your role in this.
How did you get to the calendar, Paul?
On our Slack, I went to the events channel, and you can
Okay.
see some of the items that Ken had edited, and you just click on the calendar and it takes you there.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Well, for right now, let's play with this a little bit ourselves before we roll this out to everyone, okay?
Sure.
Because I haven't even played with it myself as yet. So let's play with it a while. I think, we talk about, we need to determine whether we want to change any of those categories. There are a couple there that I kind of want to maybe look at. Then what kind of training do we want to do? How do we need to incorporate this into the training program some way or another? How do we need Ken to do a little training video perhaps, or something that we can put out? I'm talking about when we're ready to roll this out to everyone. I'd like to, if we're going to do that, I'd like to announce that on the state call coming up the 24th. But so for right now, let's just play with it ourselves, and we'll.
You might want to create. We might want to go ahead and create a channel and keep it just to ourselves for now until it's ready to roll out. If that's what you want to do, that way you can play with it, and we won't be dumping a bunch of stuff into that event calendar that Rick is kind of running.
Hmm.
Yeah, can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we get this event that's coming up this Saturday on there? The town hall at Denison and
Yeah, we probably could. Again, we're not going to roll this out to everyone yet. This is just, it's just for us to use right now until we get used to what we're doing with it.
Okay.
George, were you planning on going to that
yes,
show on
and Ed's going to be there too.
Ed Paragon?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Well, I am recording this, Carlton. But I didn't start the recording until about the point where Ken took over here. So most of it I'm capturing. Okay, good deal. Any other questions or comments on this?
Well, Vicky Mooring's going to that thing too. We're going together. So
Are you? Okay, good.
we're up to 34 district captains now as of tonight.
Okay. Well, I want to share something with you. Since Gary is the next one on the, he is surprising me. I'm telling you.
Hey, Dale,
Yeah.
real quick, if you want to hold, I got that one audio if you want to hear it real quick.
All right. Do I need to
Take
get
that.
out of this?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right.
I mean, can you still hear it if I just play it on my side?
Probably.
Okay. I'm just going to select one of these.
I wanted that guy that did one of the first ones.
Well, this is like the third one in. You want me to pick the very first one?
Yeah, pick the first one.
I need to do that.
I think the third. I think
Okay.
the third one would work okay.
Here's the first one.
Did you know that 9 senators and congressmen have occupied their seats for over 40 years? The solution lies in the power of the people. According to Article 5 of the Constitution, the people possess the power to call a convention of states to amend the Constitution to limit the power and jurisdiction of the federal government, impose fiscal restraints, and place term limits on federal officials. Basically, 34 states are needed to call the convention, and 38 states are enough to ratify the amendments proposed. In 2018, Forbes released a survey that revealed that only 1 in 3 Americans could pass the U.S. citizenship test, a test that many immigrants pass with ease. This is especially evident among our younger citizens. Well, you can't blame them. We have placed very little emphasis on the history of our nation or our government. We need to secure our future and the future of our children. Join the movement. For more information, visit conventionofstates.com.
Pretty good, huh?
That's it.
Yeah, he's got that nice radio voice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, I think there, how many of those, did he send us?
Oh, I think there's
12 of them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12. Yep.
12 of them, 12 of them.
There's even a female in there if you want to hear the female.
Yeah, the last few are from a female.
I think that's her here.
Now here is something that we can all agree on, except for a few lifetime politicians, some of which have been in office for nearly half a century. It is called the Convention of States. This will scare the heck out of the career politicians that need to go home and retire. The forefathers anticipated the problem of politicians staying in office too long, overspending, and not responding to the people of our great country. They gave us Article 5 of the Constitution. It states that we, the people, can limit the power and jurisdiction of the federal government, impose fiscal restraints, and place term limits on federal officials. Now, this is powerful, and they know it. Join us at conventionofstates.com. Sign the online petition and tell your representative that you are mad as heck and you aren't going to take it any longer. Go to conventionsofstates.com. That's conventionofstates.com.
Somebody being in office for 50 years. Imagine that.
Yeah.
We should be running these everywhere all the time if we can. Those are great.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing I like about it too is that because it comes as a public service announcement, it's not like the Republican Party or the Democrat Party is promoting this. It's we the people as
Right.
a public service.
And they have to run them. They have to run them. They're to keep their license. They have to run so many of them.
Yeah, it's an FCC requirement. We don't know how many they have to run. But now, what Rick, this guy told us though, is what they do with these is they sell them.
Some of them do.
Yeah, some of them they can get a sponsor to do a 5-minute or 5-second intro. You know, this the following public affairs announcement comes to you from John Doe's Pizzeria, and so of course it becomes a little bit of a moneymaker for them. If they want to do that.
And besides that, I'm sick of hearing that thing about wear your mask and get your shot. Anything to get that off is a win.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you have a PSA memorized, it's broadcast too much.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll work more on these, and I do want to George, I don't know if you heard this or not, but we have got we reached out to WOWO about this, and they have expressed interest in this. So
Yeah, I got that.
see if we can get something developed there. I really would just like their advice on how we should roll this out as much as anything. But obviously, if they want to use any of these, that would be even better.
You know, Larry Wee Wee might be one to contact to have some knowledge in that area.
Well, maybe I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but I did reach out to him just very recently, as a matter of fact. I sent him an email asking him if it was if he was ready to re-engage, and he's not. He did respond, he's not. But you know, this might be something, yeah, to get his opinion on. Maybe it might get him interested in getting involved again. That's a good, good one, George.
So as well as the assignments we have, so we're also looking for a salesman now? Is that?
No, we're looking for a media liaison is what we're looking for.
Oh. Okay.
Someone to, and part of that person's job would be to promote these to various radio stations across the state. Okay, let's move on here. Oh geez, man, we're getting close on time here. I wanted to share my screen. Hopefully you could see this. Can you see this graph that Gary sent me here? The Mission Excellence Plan. Can you see that? Isn't this something? Gary did this 2 weeks in a row. Can you believe this?
Great job, Gary.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I looked at the MEP and several people had recorded some points for the month of March already. And I thought Dale is going to be dying to know this. I better get the information to him ASAP. So this is very current.
Well, this is good. This is good. I'm still seeing some veterans on here without any points. I know Melba's been doing stuff and she's not putting it in here, is she?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who are doing things that are not being recorded, and
Melba gets a gazillion points for testifying.
Yeah. Put enter gazillion there for her.
Yeah, that was good.
I'll write that in.
But another thing Gary's doing down here at the bottom is the totals for the month and compared, or for the, what is it? Is this for the, yeah, for the month. Yeah. And compared to the same month in 2020. So we're obviously doing better. So
if you notice on the district dashboard, we've got 88% of our DCs are active.
You know, I haven't looked at that. 88%, huh? That's pretty high for us.
A couple days ago, it was 91.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once we get Courtney Love removed and probably Mark Shade, we should be even higher. So there are a couple of people that we're going to be giving the broom to, I expect.
Okay.
I want to get a hold of Mark Shade. I'm see what's going on.
Yeah, we'll try him one more time anyway.
Anyway, I wanted to show everybody this. So Gary, thank you for getting this together. At you know, this gives us an idea throughout the month as to, you know, who's doing things, who's not. Look at here, this George Ward guy, no points here for March so far. I can't believe that. He must be slacking off, I'll tell you.
Yeah. No time to do the things I got to do for the things I got to do.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, thanks, Gary. Let's keep this up. All right. Gary, you got anything else?
You know, I was just going to give a little update about the district captains. George mentioned we're up to 34. We also have, I think, 2 people that are in process. We have 3 that have been interviewed and I expect will come on board. We have 2 or 3 that we're going to be taking off. So, but we're up in the, you know, mid to upper 30s and on our way to 40. And as soon as we reach 40, I'll be taking the rest of the year off. So
Right. You won't have to do anything else the rest of the year. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
something,
and
that's something Ken would say, I think, when I get to this point.
I'm writing that down right now. Don't
You're
worry.
writing that down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good, Gary. That's good. There was another thing that I was going to mention. We got March 17th. We've got that new district captain Zoom call that we're going to do to welcome new district captains. So,
Can you put up another list of who you got on there for that? So
yeah,
make sure.
I'll get with you because I know there's some people we need to add to the list. But yeah.
Is this just district captains? Because we got one guy that's been up onboarded for Veterans Coalition.
No, this is just district captains.
Okay.
Yep.
March 17th.
Right.
March 17th.
Yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah.
March 17th. All righty. Okay. George, you got anything else you wanna say? Want to contribute?
Nope.
Okay.
That was your chance to ask for a few points for just signing in tonight, George.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was talking to a district captain. I brought Debbie Melly, M-E-L-L-E. It's pronounced
Oh.
Melly.
Good. Yeah.
Yep.
I like
I swear to God. I mean, everybody here has talked to Vicky Fisher, right?
Yeah.
Down running. I swear to God, Debbie is her twin sister. They got the same laugh. They sound a lot the same. Well, I'm not twin, but like older or younger. I don't know which is which, but yeah, I'm really excited about those two getting together. It's they both have the same motivation. It's uncanny. It's just uncanny. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I was on the phone with Debbie for about, she's divorced, lives alone, has a older son that lives in, close to her. She makes money with her hobby of German Shepherds. She, what's it called?
Breeds.
She breeds,
Read them.
yeah, German Shepherds and things. That's her kind of a hobby of hers, and she makes a little bit of money on the side for it and stuff. But
Okay.
I'm sorry she's not under 30, but she's a little bit more than that. Unless you break her in half, then we could have two people under 30. But yeah, and I've got two, maybe three more that I'll be talking to tomorrow, and probably onboard them too, like Gary mentioned. So
Cool. All right. Paul, what's up?
Just chugging along with the bills we're supporting. We've got 1384 is going to be heard in committee again tomorrow, amend and vote. I don't know that there are any amendments, but I'm pretty certain it'll get voted out of committee and then it'll go to the Senate for second and third reading. So Melba did a great job of testifying on that. We'll engage with voter voice. Once it passes committee here, we'll get email blast, which Melba's working on, out to all of our supporters, asking them to contact their senator to vote for the bill. And then on Thursday, David Waters is going to be testifying on 1123 in committee. And he's drafted his testimony, or I gave him some feedback on it today. I don't know. Did you get to see it, Dale?
I saw it. I haven't read it. I have
Okay.
not read it. Is it pretty good?
Melba set the bar really high.
That's so politically correct. Good job, Paul.
Very polite.
It didn't have the personal story in it like Melba's did, but it was a good testimony.
That's kind of hard to come up with a personal story as good as Melba's. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Like you said, she set the bar pretty high. All right.
And then we're still waiting to see the fate of 1369, the constitutional carry bill. It hasn't had its first reading in the Senate yet. So we're just watching and waiting as far as that goes.
All right. All right. All right. Well, we'll gather again. We've got the roundtable meeting this Friday, the 12th. And Paul, I
Fine.
think you're setting in on that one, aren't you, Paul? Too?
I have a prior commitment Friday evening, so I can't make it.
All right.
What time is that, Dale?
I don't recall what he
I
said.
think it was 8 o'clock Friday evening.
8 o'clock. Rick, I think, posted the invitation, I think, on Slack.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember seeing it. So, okay.
Yeah.
So that's not too far away here. That's creeping up on us here pretty quickly, isn't it? The 28th.
Yeah, well,
away. So, okay. Well, we'll gather again next Tuesday evening, the 16th. Now I get my second vaccine that day, so hopefully I'll be
alive.
won't have any reaction to it. Everyone's so far in our families sailed right through these things without any problem. But
Yeah, Judith did too. She didn't have any worries with it. I worried more than she did.
have you been vaccinated, George?
No, those kind of vaccines make me sicker than a dog. I never get them. I never get sick.
Really?
I even tested it. I got it 1 year, got sick, went the next 2 years, did not get a flu shot. I was fine. Next year I got a flu shot, got sicker than a dog. So I haven't had a flu shot since. That was like 2005 or so.
Oh, wow.
I've never gotten one either.
Really?
Yeah.
Never.
But by choice, that you're in, right? Your choice.
By choice. And I've never had the flu. My wife gets them. I've never had it. Nope.
Huh.
Yeah.
Not planning on getting this one either. I'm afraid somebody's going to say, "Hey, Alexis," I'm going to answer,
Okay, well, I'm glad I'm recording this. Now we got that on we got that recorded.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Okay, well, if anybody got anything else, that'll be it then. All right. Stop.